Today we've got something interesting. Espresso sponsored this video so we could take a look at the new Espresso 17 Pro, and this thing supposedly does it all. It's portable, it's a touchscreen, and most importantly to me, it's 4K at just 17.3 inches, meaning you're gonna get a whopping 259 ppi. Absolutely wild pixel density. Inspired by creatives, fine-tuned for professionals, designed for people like you, like me. Oh, it's huge. Wow, you know, you hear 17.3 inches and you don't think it's that big until you're like holding it in your hand. This is definitely like a giant tablet. They've also included this little handy dandy cloth, which is great because it's already got a bunch of fingerprints on it. What else do we get in the box though? That's what I want to know. Let's get this to the side. This is a, you know, it's a nice like double layer cardboard too, corrugated. So this is gonna be pretty well packed, even though it's just a small box. I also love the purple. I'm just a sucker for like purple, blue, orange. It comes with a handy dandy little purple cable as well, USB-C to C. Not super long. This is probably like a 3-foot cable. Anything a little like 5 feet even would be nice, just so you've got that little bit of extra length there for plugging it in. What else do we got? What's in the box? See more, create more, be more, anywhere, because it's portable. Drawn on espresso. So they did this artwork on the espresso, which is really cool. I love it when people actually use their own products. That looks like it's basically everything you get in the box, just a cable and a cleaning cloth. But they've included a bunch of other stuff for us because not only can you buy this by itself, but you can buy it in a bundle, or you can buy these products separately. They've got their espresso pen. Unleash your creativity and the power of your espresso display. Unleash it, I say. I'm gonna unleash this pen right now, I tell you what. There we go. Oh, that made such a satisfying... That's great. I don't use a lot of pens or stylus, so I'm not, you know, gonna be the best in terms of telling you how good this pen is, but we're gonna have a special guest later come down and help me out, who does use this stuff all the time. It's got a button, it's got not another button, and a little USB-C charger right at the end there. Key features: sketch, draw, and left-right click. Transition through a range of creative applications like Sketchbook and Adobe CC apps. Navigate, pan, and create through whiteboard collaboration tools like Miro, Figma, and Concept Board. They've also got this espresso display stand, and like, it's a tiny box, but this thing is actually really heavy. It's gotta be at least a pound or two. I love how small this packs up because like it's a really small display, so you don't want whatever stand you're going to be bringing. If you're going to move any of this stuff anywhere, you don't want the stand to be huge and chunky. So this is actually really refreshing. As someone who's had to move around a lot of monitors on big giant stands, this is wild. I wish everything could just pack down into this tiny little package here. It's very strong. Oh, I love the purple accents again. That's great. It's got a neat little trick for kickstand mode so that instead of, you know, oh, well here, let's try to put this on. Is it just magnetic? Oh, that's real nice. That actually worked really well. And you know what? It's holding it. You've definitely got to make some adjustments beforehand. It's okay. Like at the certain angle, then like this is just going to tip over from a slight push. I would love to see a bit more support to make it so that it doesn't just tip over if I want to put it at kind of a weird angle. And then if you do want to use it more for drawing at like a reasonable angle, you just kind of pop it down here, put it on the kickstand, that goes into place there, and then pop it on. Now you're good to go. Where'd the pen go? Oh, I wanted to do the, that's such a good sound. Look at that. I'm drawing already. I'm so good at drawing. I'm not, but you know, I do, ooh, it's a good satisfying click. I like the pen. They've also got, so that you can keep your screen nice and safe, a big screen protector, guide stickers, lift stickers, they've got it all. So you're not gonna screw this up. It doesn't feel like paper. Oh, I guess it's still got a film on it. All right, sure. We're not gonna throw the screen protector on, but one thing to note is that it supposedly feels like paper. Okay, I can't say it feels like paper without at least peeling a little bit off and trying to... They sent us 2, so I can open 1. Okay. I don't know if I go so far as to say it feels like paper, but like it's definitely a different kind of... It's not like a slippery plastic like the outer film is. We've also got their new Case 17. It's more of a screen cover than a case, but you know, it'll definitely keep things a little extra protected when you slide this thing into your bag. Actually, fits in the laptop sleeve like a glove. LTTStore.com. That's actually really good. 17 inches doesn't seem like a lot until you remember that like a lot of work laptops are more like 14 inch, 13 inch, 15 inch, 16 inch, maybe even 17 inch. It is pretty thin, like you saw, it fits in the backpack, no problem, but how heavy is it actually? It's only 2.4 pounds, that's not too bad. And then what about the stand? This is, it's actually probably pretty close. 3 pounds? No, it's only 2. Wow, it's lighter. Probably just because it's so like dense and compact, it feels heavier in your hand because it's not like spread out so much, but that's only like 4 pounds of travel weight. A little over, that's not bad. Ugh. As for the I/O and what you can connect to it, we've got 2 USB-C ports right here, which is great. Always love to see plenty of USB-C, and that's absolutely it. We've just got what look to be a couple of little vents up here for, I'm guessing, thermals. Otherwise, I actually like how sleek it is. There's very little branding. It just says espresso in the bottom right corner right here, and otherwise just black. Very sleek. Let's see how good the screen is though. Let's turn this thing on. It just turned on. Apple device detected it, no problem. Look at that, wow. You know, this thing seems pretty cool, but one thing that's driving me nuts is I absolutely hate trackpads, and MacBooks don't have a touchscreen. This thing is a touchscreen. So let me actually use it. Oh my God, it works. Doop. I mean, it looks pretty good. It's not HDR, but it's got 98% of DCI-P3 coverage. They also rated at 450 nits, and we measured 475 roughly, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck. It's got 4 picture modes: work, create, game, and night, and we found work to be the best, the most color accurate. It's okay, not crazy outstanding, but good enough for most creators, at least in my opinion. If you want some more in-depth results, then we'll have them on screen here. There's color accuracy and color gamut testing that we did. It's not bad. The only kind of drawback for going portable like this and not being OLED is that you're not gonna get any dimming zones. And so this is just about 1,000:1 contrast ratio, which is very typical of IPS. It still looks pretty good though. As much as I love HDR, SDR can still look decent. One thing to note is that it doesn't come with its own color management software out of the box. We had to create our own ICC profile, but once we did, it actually drastically improved our color accuracy. And we're gonna have that ICC profile linked below, so if you do buy it, you know, put it on yourself, see if it helps things. One thing to note is that this actually does have speakers on it, which is always a plus, at least in my opinion. They're not the loudest, and there's really no bass. You can hear it for yourself. But it's not awful. And I think that speakers are better than no speakers, personally. Let's check this out. You can just magnet snap the pen to the top, which is always really nice. They've got 2 key pieces of software, Flow and Jot. Flow is actually really cool. It's got a bunch of Windows snapping stuff, so like we can just move that around to wherever we want. That's great. And then Jot is this software here. It's their drawing stuff that you can use to just note down. Those are squiggles, you know, I'm a big artist. It's actually pretty easy to use. Like I'm at a really bad angle right now, you know, don't take this as a good example of how easy it is to use this thing. It's actually pretty easy. Just, you know, put it in front of you, like an actual display that you're gonna use. The other cool thing is that Flow, the magnetic snapping stuff, is actually just an app that you can download. So if you get any other, say you don't want this monitor for whatever reason, but you have something else, you can get their software and install it so you can keep that snapping feature that you so sorely desire. Another pretty cool feature about the pen and Jot is that you can use the back of it to take these little screenshots here. It's a screenshot bell. Look, put it right into Jot, and then we'll just put a big like X on his forehead. I mean, that's a terrible example, but like circle his head. I'm not an artist at all. So that's what he's getting. He's getting Stickman on top of himself. But when it comes to using software like this, I'm really not an Apple daily driver, and I'm not a graphic designer, and I don't use pens or anything like that. So let's get someone who actually does know this stuff a bit better to come and take a look at it. So I brought Maria, our graphic designer, who does all of our great thumbnails and the pictures for our merch photos.
Yay.
Like this one of Riley. And she actually uses Apple products and pens and drawing tablets and stuff. So please, make Riley even more beautiful than he already is.
Let's try Photoshop.
What's the size difference between this and like an iPad or whatever you're normally drawing on?
Oh, this is way bigger than an iPad, yeah.
Would you prefer that?
Bigger screen, yes.
Okay. It's probably not going to be perfect, but it'll be close enough.
Okay.
That's nice.
Decent.
That's close enough, yeah. It just disappears. Wow.
Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. The paper kind of feeling
feels better
because it's not very slippery now.
Yeah.
So that's good as well. If I apply more pressure, it's like
the line's thicker.
The line's thicker, so that's good.
It's like you're actually using a marker or a paintbrush.
But it's not, again, when I try to draw something with like precision, it's not 100% precise. So that's the thing that I'm like, I wish it was a little better. I mean, the iPad is just like a big phone, let's say.
Yeah.
So it's not, and here we have just an extension of this computer.
Yeah.
If I have this too, it will be better if I just have like the iPad, which is just another product which I don't even need because I already have a computer.
Right.
Again, like.
Right. So with this, instead, you could just get a whole new monitor that's portable.
Exactly.
Huge, because it's like it's 17 inches. And then it does have touch, which Apple doesn't natively have on iMacs or MacBook Pro. And then for anyone who's not necessarily trying to draw final artwork for something that's a bit more demanding, you know, I could use this thing to take notes, no problem. He looks like he's having even more fun now in his like weird plant, almost underwater kind of vibes. Those looks like seaweeds, and then the blues.
I want to try. Sorry, I keep
pinching. Yeah.
Pinching like if I had an iPad.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a matter of like getting used to it. Yeah.
It comes with a stand, bundled for $8.99 normally, but right now it's on sale for only $7.99, $800. Plus, if you want an even bigger discount, we're gonna have a link down below, and you can use code CIRCUIT10 to get 10% off your purchase. So there you have it, the Espresso 17 Pro portable display with Jot and Flow. Whether you're a creative who wants an extra high PPI touchscreen for drawing and taking notes, someone looking to add a second monitor to their laptop for dual displays during virtual meetings, or you just need a quality, portable screen and stand that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, it's definitely worth checking out. And I almost forgot about how easy it is to put it into portrait mode. Gotta love auto rotation. I think that it's taken some practice, but these lines do look better already compared to what it started with.
Yeah, for example, when I did like this lines over here, because they were a little bit more straight kind of thing, it helps me like having that straight line there, so it looks smooth.
Right.
Different from, for example, the leaves here.
Right. Right. So more natural things might be a little harder, but if you're trying to do like hard edge patterns and stuff like that, it actually works pretty well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I guess Riley looks better now.
He does. You should get these patterns on that shirt. That look great. The dad hat should come with this yellow squiggle. I'm very in favor of that. And you know, if you want to watch other videos, there's a bunch of them. I don't know what video should I throw to.
Subscribe.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, we're done then. Sure.